Good. Taoiseach, I wish to again raise the chronic shortage of respite for children with profound disabilities in County Kerry. Families are waiting 7 and 8 months for a 1 or 2 nights break, and they are at breaking point. The same applies to adults with profound disabilities in Kerry. Taoiseach, this issue of respite for these individuals and their families must be at the very highest priority. There is a wonderful centre at St Mary's of the Angels in Beaufort that should be developed into a centre of excellence for respite. You have the excellent St Francis Special School, along with many services located there, and I wish to avail of this opportunity to invite you, Taoiseach, to visit this centre just outside Killarney.
Thank you.
Deputy Cahill, the chronic shortage of respite, it's a more national issue, but it's an issue in Kerry, and certainly we have at the Cabinet Subcommittee on Disability, we've placed this very high on the agenda. There's been good development of late between the Minister for Housing and the Minister for Disability, where both have come together. The Minister of Housing has undertaken to build centres now, to build housing for people with disabilities, and then not to be dependent on waiting for the HSE, but actually to get on and to instruct every local authority to build a quota of its, and to reserve a quota of any new builds in local authority housing to be made available for people generally with disabilities, particularly for those adults with disabilities. Now, respite is perhaps a separate issue to some degree, although we believe housing can have a role there too, with provisions. I'll take you up on the offer to visit St Mary's of the Angels. I would be interested in doing that, because I do think there's an issue in terms of how we're progressing what's called the congregation, because we're trying to get new places and trying to allocate resources for new respite and residential. Yet a lot of resources have gone to decongregation, which takes resources from new places. And I think there needs to be a more balanced approach about that, particularly where people are satisfied with the level and quality of care. I'd made this point to the HSE already at the Cabinet Subcommittee, and we're working on that issue.